So would you mind telling us how you found the Breathing Center?
Breathe to Heal, maybe. And from Amazon, I think. And it was that way that I found the Breathing Center. And I probably bought it like 2 years before I started the course. So I've been a practitioner for quite some time before hopping onto the course, so to say.
So what was your interest in the Buteyko method?
General well-being and well, I'm just fascinated with the concept of having more energy and um, basically functioning properly or in the way that uh, I want to be healthy.
Like compared to when you first started to now, what changes did you see in your life most? Mostly, what were the big changes for you?
I'd I'd say like from 2 years back, the most immediate thing was sleeping better. That was quite clear from the get-go. I started taping my mouth almost immediately after I read some materials, and pretty much since then, well, I was immediately hooked, and I've stayed on it since then. And so yeah, sleep is the most significant factor that improved for me, like immensely. So I've always had a problem with cold hands and cold feet. Like that's been especially in the winter time and here in Finland, it's been quite a big problem for me. And for example, if I went running in the winter, and even when I had shoes with quite thick soles, um, my toes would really be aching and become quite like blue and like it was a severe problem for me just going running. And at the end of this winter, when I started working with Jesse, I was running in these pretty much bare feet shoes, and I also like went running, walking actually on the snow completely barefoot, and that I did get cold feet, but immediately after I put my socks on, and even though I was still outside and put the thin bare feet shoes on, I had no issues at all, and that's just something that would have been completely unimaginable for me previously. So I guess increased blood flow a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably didn't expect or were expecting that result.
No, it came. It was quite shocking because like it wasn't even that I didn't have freezing toes. It was that I had warm toes, warm feet. So that was like, what in the world? It was quite funny.
Tell us about your experience with Jesse and working one-on-one with him. How was that experience?
Well, first off, I think we connected quite well, and I'd say one of the most important things I got from him was relaxing. He taught me how to stay more relaxed. Uh, I'm aware of my breathing on. It's I'd say it's in my backbone right now, and the only time I think about my breathing on a day-to-day basis is when I start breathing heavily, or like when I'm carrying heavy stuff. I notice, okay, it's getting strenuous, and these days my practice is reminding myself to relax throughout the day.
So for anybody who's watching, who is trying to decide if they want to take this training or not, what would you say to them based off of your experience?
I tried going at it alone for roughly 2 years, and I could never start running on my own. I never got to the point where, well, actually, I did get to the point where I was running, but I was breathing so heavily through my nose. I was breathing through my nose and I was running, and I thought I was doing myself a favor, but in reality, I was huffing and puffing quite heavily. I just got really good at breathing a lot through my nose while exercising. Um, um, so even though I had read quite many books, I think 3 or 4 on the subject even before, but I wasn't able to structure myself, and I wasn't able to structure myself in the way that I needed to progress further. And that's basically, for me, what I got out of the training. Encouragement and structure and guidance. So I guess in theory you can go at it alone, and you probably can succeed. And if you're able to structure yourself and pay very close attention to how your body is reacting, I guess that you can go a long way on your own. But for me, it was. I'm very happy that I did jump on the course. Yeah, that's sort of.
Well, we're glad you did too, because it sounds like you're reaping the benefits of it. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us today about your experience with the training or with the Breathing Center?
Well, it's helped. Like in some of the cool things that it's helped me with is singing. I've gotten better, like breath control, and at the same time a lot better support for my singing, and so that was sort of, or not sort of, it was a total surprise for me.
What role does spirituality play in with the breathing method for you?
If I sit down to sort of meditate or do a relaxation exercise, let's say I'm filling myself up with light or something of that sort and relaxing, I can get quite an intense, well, um, it's funny to say quite an intense relaxation going on. I can get this harmonious buzz feel in my body, sort of. I think I could describe it as being able to sink into myself more easily.